Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Second and 8 coming up. That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And here's Jones again on second down. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. The Bears at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Well, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Again, it's Walker. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future bright. On play action, they'll throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards. Was that supposed to be a curl route and then he improvised, or do you think it was designed like that?
I think it was designed because one thing quarterbacks can't stand is being crossed up on routes. They don't like too much improvisation. So most of the time when you see a play, it was drawn up that way, and that one was executed perfectly.
Yeah, and the defender bit on the curl. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and points result. We'll call this play significant.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down, and he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll look to throw here. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal. So now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
The goal was a score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it, but give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, it's Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second down, another shot for Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up to throw.
That's complete right side to Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that while he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They'll set up a throw.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Bears have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up...
The big fella! And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Will Dissly, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
We have played 3 quarters. They'll look to throw here on first down. This is caught by Evans. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Looking to throw. He'll find Metcalf. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Short throw to Dissly. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look at him. everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Well, 193 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They're going to look to throw.
Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Jarnell Mooney.
37 yards.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. Remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Ready?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive. The bottom line, they're playing away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And they can't convert. It's incomplete. But they still have the lead here in the final moments of this game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready! 19 tight.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would